Welcome to LIS754 Systems Analysis and Design, and in this short video we are going to talk about wireframes. When we do a systems analysis, we often want to do a mock-up of the screens, the user interface, and we have a couple of ways to do that. One is a wireframe, which is an image or set of images that display the functional elements, the main components of a website or a system or a screen, generally used for planning, for the structure, the functionality, how things are going to work. Another option is to create a prototype, but a prototype is a working model. It's often rudimentary, just the basic functions of a product built generally for demonstration, so you can actually show people how it works. In our case, for our system, we're going to use wireframes. And the reason that we use wireframes and not a design, a full design, is because a wireframe just cuts to the essence. It's just the functional elements, not colors, not logos, not design, just the functions so that we can see exactly how it's going to work. And so that's what we're going to do. Here's an example of a wireframe of a website. So we have the important parts. This is the navigation, the one level of navigation, another level of navigation, another level of navigation. These are going to be external links, a welcome note, images. Here's where the search is. Here's some of the other functions. So the primary functions. You'll notice that the images aren't filled in. There's no background colors. This is just the most basic font type. None of those is, the reality is that once people see a color, or once people see a logo, once people see colors and images and design, that's all they focus on, is the color or the image or the design. They can't separate the look and feel from the functions. And a wireframe allows us to just see the functions so that you can say, oh, I think students should be first, not tourists. It allows us to see the actual content, the actual structure, without getting bogged down with, if the welcome note were here, somebody would be arguing about where it needed another word, or this sentence should be first. You get mired in the details and not the functions. And so we do these wireframes to focus on the function. This is a wireframe, a little more fully fleshed out wireframe, but this is the wireframe for a job application system. And so we can see that, again, here's navigation, here's the job directive, here's the subcontractor information, billing information, notifications. Each of these you would click on. If this was a prototype, these would work and we would click on them and see them. But in our wireframe, they're just here. We just have them. We would want to have a wireframe for each one of these tabs. And here we have the basic function. We have what the data is, what kind of a input form this is going to be, indications that this is going to be a drop-down box, the functions that we have. And when we see it like this, if we were able to have all of these wireframes for the insurance tab, the site tab, we could check that we are using the same terms, that we are always using company names and not organization names, or contact name and not person name, that these were in similar orders, that these labels were the same. This prototype allows us to see how the system will work in general, how the user interface will work, and allows us to do a lot of checking, a lot of usability testing before any code is written. Just by looking at it, we can tell that the wording is consistent. We can tell that the buttons will all behave the same way. We can see it, and it's really, really, really useful. So what we want to have on a wireframe is what's going to be on that page, how it's going to be organized. By the way that we organize it, we can see what's the most important information. We can talk about what's most important, but when you see it on the page, it's where your eye goes. What do you see first? That should be the most important information on the page. We want to know where users will go from this page. And we want to know where this is in the hierarchy of the site and how users will move around the site. And if we come back here, we can see that this page is the first option on that website. When we create the next one for insurance, this one will be the highlighted one, the one that has the color background. We'll see that page, right? We'll see what that looks like. And we can tell that we can click on each of these, and this is the navigation for the site. We can see where we go from here. We can see that there's links that will take us other places. So we can see what's going to happen on this page, how the users will move. So when you are developing your user interfaces, think about the systems that you use regularly and think about the functions that you like best. Think about sites that you have used where you really hated the functions. You can look at systems like Amazon, eBay, Google Calendar, anything that you use on or any kind of major system. Take a look at them, find controls and find process flows that you like and incorporate them in your design. So you are going to create a set of wireframes for your system to go in your final project. We will work this like we've worked all the other assignments, where you will create this set. You will create this set of wireframes. You will share them with your team. You will get feedback from your team, incorporate it into your designs, and then turn it in. On the assignments page are a number of suggestions. You can use PowerPoint. You can use Microsoft Word, has some functions built in. You can use Glyphy. There's a couple of other suggestions. If you find another tool that you like better, you can look for wireframe generators. If there's a system you like better, feel free to use it, as long as you can give me either a URL or a PDF. Either works. I'm good either way, but I need to not have some kind of proprietary file format. So either a PDF, a URL would work for me. All right. This is one of the more fun assignments for you and me. I really enjoy looking at these user interface designs. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'll talk to you soon.